Nice.
You finally got some leisure time. Don't forget to grab some sleep when you're done wandering about.
Nice. I'll need to record today's notes in the databank. And there it goes.
Come around and have a look. Come around and have a look.
Found.
It's coming. It's too late to repent.
I'm asking the questions. Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
This ends here. Clemency? Never heard of it.
Call that defense? Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
Naughty children, savor the vigor of life.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Let's test your knowledge.
You're in bad shape.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
In the name of Landau, ears of cold, hardens the will. We shall never fall! It's too late to repent.
Do you have answers? Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
Time for a shot. Savor the vigor of life.
I hope you're prepared.
I'm asking the question. Let's test your knowledge. Learn to know yourself before your enemy.
Move carefully. The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Do you have answers? Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
Naughty children, don't listen. Nap time.
This ends here.
I'm asking the question.
Time for savor the vigor of life.
The die is cast. In the name of Landau, here's a cold, hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Let's test your knowledge. SAS knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
You're in bad shape.
0 points. Next. Fail. Get out. Call that defense?
Naughty children, don't listen. You're in bad shape.
I hope you're prepared.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not bad. 5 points. I'm asking the questions. Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Savor the vigor of it.
This ends here.
Never stop thinking.
Don't worry about me. The die is cast.
Do you have think?
Time for a nap time.
You will know justice. The time is now.
I'm asking, let's test your knowledge.
I'm okay. Naughty children, don't listen. All better now?
I hope you're prepared. The die is cast.
Never stop thinking.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
Savor the vigor of it.
This ends here. Step aside. I have no interest in
Time for a shot. Here comes the medicine.
You will know justice. Is that all?
You're in bad shape.
This ends here. Clemency? Never heard of it.
Call that Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Naughty children, don't listen. Savor the vigor of it. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not bad. 5
I
points.
hope you're prepared. Step aside. I have no... The time is now. The truth of life and death, revealed this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Do you have answers? Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
Nap time. You're in bad shape.
This ends here. name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall! Move carefully.
Think.
Nap time.
The truth of life and death, revealed this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Never stop thinking.
You're in bad shape. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Don't worry about me. Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
SAS Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Savor the vigor of it.
In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall! I hope you're prepared.
Call that defense?
The truth of life and death, revealed in an endless sanctuary, is but a vision.
0 points. Next.
That'll take more. Here comes the medicine.
Don't worry about me.
Fail. Get out. Do you have answers?
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict. The time is now.
Naughty children, don't listen. All better now?
Not bad. 5 points.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not bad. 5 points. I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next. SAS Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall! The die is cast.
Fail. Get out.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
0 points. Next. Think.
You will know justice.
Time for a shot.
Clemency?
Do you have answers? Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
I'm still needed. I hope you're prepared. In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not bad. 5 points.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict. The time is now.
Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next. SAS Perkip. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Fail. Get out.
Naughty children, don't listen. Savor the vigor of it.
0 points. Next.
You will know justice.
Call that defense? Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
We caught them unawares.
Hard work needs hard rest.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict. The time is now.
I'm asking the question.
Naughty children, nap time.
The die is cast. In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Let's test your knowledge. SAS Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
That'll take more than medicine. Savor the vigor of life.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
0 points. Next. Never stop thinking.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
Call that defense? Let's test your knowledge.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Do you have answers? Never stop thinking.
in bad shape.
It's too late to repent.
I'm asking, let's test your knowledge.
Naughty children, nap time.
I hope you're prepared.
The time is now.
Do you have never stop thinking?
Time, you're in bad shape.
You will know just.
Just as my calculations predicted. Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
day. La 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 la.
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
Finally! You're here! This is urgent, so I'll cut to the chase. Arlen's disappeared. Yes, I can't find him. He's not answering his messages or calls. In all the time since I took him in, this has never happened. Of course, I didn't see him. Parts of the surveillance system were destroyed when the Legion invaded. It still hasn't been fully repaired. Maybe he took advantage of a blind spot. It's been 13 hours since he last contacted me. He usually takes less than 13 seconds to reply to my messages. I looked everywhere and couldn't find him, so I checked the security department's work plan records. This is what I found. Look at his last work objectives entry. Of the heart, of the mirror, of the self. It's so strange. Don't worry about those. I asked people in... I asked people in the security department, but none of them thought it was concerning. They said stuff like, in the security department, but none of them thought it was concerning. They said stuff like, Brother Arlen is a grown man with his own plans. I couldn't get them to listen at all, so I'm asking you for help. Oh, I have a secret weapon. Say hello to...
Peppy.
Peppy's my dog. Arlen's looked after him since he was a puppy. They're great friends. Peppy knows Arlen's scent. Maybe he can track him down. Peppy can't go alone. What if he gets lost too? And I can't go with him. If people see me, the acting lead researcher searching for Arlen, wouldn't that make Arlen look incompetent as head of the security department? Oh, let's go together. Relax. Peppy doesn't bite. Think of the space station as your home.
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
Think of the space station as your home.
The time is now.
Call that defense? Never stop thinking.
Is that all? In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall! Is that all?
Nap time.
Is that all?
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Let's test your knowledge.
The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision.
SAS Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood. Mediocre.
Savor the vigor of life.
It's too late to repent.
Just as my calculations predicted.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
I'm asking the question. Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
Is that all?
That'll take more than medicine. You're in bad shape.
You will know justice.
The truth of life and death. Reveal this sanctuary is but a vision.
Do you have answers?
Naughty children, don't savor the vigor of life.
This ends here.
It's too late to repent.
Time for a shot. You're in bad shape.
Just as my calculations predicted. hardly a work of genius. Since when were knowledge and wealth mutually exclusive? Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
That's Professor Capote? Are you sure Arlen was here, Peppy? Weird. Why would he visit this Casanova? He probably should have been named Casanova. Well, I've gotten used to saying it anyway. Behold, the winner of the Most Awesome Researcher contest. It's better if I don't show my face. See if you can get some intel out of him.
I must confess that I too was terrified. Petrified even. But there remained a light in my heart. A light that led me onward. That light was the happy smiles on all your faces.
Master Capote thinks about me.
Oh, it's you. Long time no see. How are you? I'm a bit busy here. If it's not urgent, come back later. Arlen? Yes. I know him. After all, my calling is to light up the heart of every person on the space station. As to his current location, forgive me, but I cannot tell.
Insert dramatic pause and sudden drama here.
Everyone knows the most important word in my life is principle. Huh? Without principle, what difference would there be between a person and a mechanical arm?
Wait a minute. Last time he said the most important word in his life was illumination.
We need to update Master Capote's Life Wiki. This will be version 12.0 of his life keywords.
Anyway, I do not lie. I can tell you that I did indeed meet. Regrettably, I already swore on my... Seems like you already know what kind of person I am. Captain Arlen had a similar expression to yours when he found me. He was anxious and desired an answer. But answers are not easy to give. Besides, he wanted to master a trial of the heart that would thoroughly change him, and that would be even more difficult. You can't even imagine the difficulty of the trial. I was tired merely from the act of imitating that way of talking with him. Thankfully, he... no more. No more.
His words match Arlen's work plan records. Seems like he does have key information.
I didn't say that. Did you mishear it? What I said was, life is a trial, and you need to be true to yourself. So, I know nothing about anything you said about Captain Arlen. I need to head to a meeting now. Can we talk later?
I can't let him get away like this. If he doesn't want to tell me, then...
Don't joke about that. Promotions have a strict assessment process. I did hear that the space station gives special benefits to morally upstanding researchers, but those are just rumors. Even the oldest staff have never witnessed it.
Stop looking down on Master Capote! He's not the kind of person you think he is.
Master Capote's Life Wiki version 4.0. Master Capote doesn't care about rank. Everyone knows that.
Even if you promoted Master Capote to acting lead researcher, he wouldn't tell you about the trial.
Indeed. I won't forsake my precious morality for something so base. How could you think up something so terrible? You're not just lost, my friend. You've completely strayed from the narrow path. I need to give you a thorough education on human ethics. We'll need to sit down and go over it slowly.
No need to bother Master Capote. We'll fix this injustice for you ourselves.
Wow, the cringe is strong. I need...
They went through everything with... Well, I'll pretend I never heard that. Of course, if you haven't reflected enough.
I can't let him get away like this.
Dare to utter such a threat? Listen here. Leaving aside the fact that you don't have the right to dismiss me, I wouldn't yield even if lead researcher Asta... No! If Madame Herta herself commanded me. Do not threaten to kill me while you're at it. I've said it once and I'll say it again.
Master Capote is so...
He said the exact same thing when he promised
Yes, the part about not yielding.
I'm gonna print out the transcript of the conversation as soon as I get back today. The fan...
Transcript? I didn't think a clue like that would suddenly pop up. This is the one who mentioned the transcript.
Hey, you've been talking Master Capote's ear off this
Ha! I bet you do. You wouldn't have known about Captain Arlen's meeting with Master Capote unless you had an interest.
You even memorized the internal testing content for version 12.0 of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
You must be one of those super fans that stayed under the radar. Ah, we've been careless.
We're on the same side after all. Here, this is our latest welcome bundle for new members of the fan club. And I'll toss in an updated version of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
Ah, he looks really cool in the new limited edition snapshots.
What's next on the agenda? What happened to you, Arlen? Why did you have to get that sleazy Capote to help you with a Yeah, I guess that's our starting point. Even the space station handbook doesn't get updated this frequently. Huh. Is this an audio transcript? This handwriting. Against the scorching sun, a beautiful flower will never endure. Within my fair embrace, my love for you is tender and pure. Yuck, so slimy. Looks like a candid shot. There's a figure that's not... So Arlen did go to see Professor Capote. So, Trial of the... So that's... how... I need to talk to him. Let's hurry up and find... Peppy? And the security department staff. There are still remnants of the antimatter.
Is that all?
In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Let's test your knowledge. SAS Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
You're in bad shape.
Fail. Get out.
I hope you're prepared.
0 points. Next.
Is that all? Clemency? Never heard of it.
Naughty children, nap time.
You will know justice.
Step aside. I have no interest in still becoming.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You have my gratitude.
Never stop thinking.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Time for a shot. Savor the vigor of life.
What are you doing here? Then be careful. There's still Legion remnants in the air. Arlan isn't here right now, so we need to step up the space station security. Spare no effort, and stay focused.
Yes, Brother Donald.
Yes, but I suggest you don't bother him.
Brother Arlen's special trial? He's a man among men, a lion among tigers. He's already reached great heights in that trial. I bet it's even more intense than physical training. And Brother Arlen already challenges himself to the limit in that department. I think it must have something to do with the mind. He probably found a waterfall and asked Ms. No way. Brother Arlen's trial wouldn't be as simple as just staying.
They're not correct. Arlan came to me to learn how to manage pressure from us, so I sent him to March. If he can manage...
That might be... Brother Arlen runs like a horse and fights like a bear. I think that's a...
Arlan and I decided to switch our assignments. He went with March to investigate a suspicious crystal, that's all. He gave me a pass for access across the space...
I found a broken ceiling tile. This mark? Move aside, what kind of clue is that? This floor tile I found is way better. Look at the footprint. It's the right size, not to mention the angle of motion.
He said he read an anonymous handwritten journal in the space station. It also contained some. Firstly, trial of the heart. One needs to acknowledge the pressure in one's heart. Secondly, trial of the mirror. Like a mirror's reflection, one needs to personally experience the pressure others feel in a job in order to understand it. Lastly, trial of the self. I believe he came to me to No?
Brother Arlen doesn't need a reason to improve.
Brother Arlen is a fierce fighter.
He's just staying ahead of the game is all. He's the...
If you want to find Arlan,
Job, Arlen. I'm sorry. I need to feel the pressure he's feeling so I can understand what it's all about. There's a photo. I got Arlen to look after Peppy because I thought they got along, but a second, maybe he printed out Peppy. Look how smashed up the ceiling tile is. Arlen must have bottled up his frustration and had no... It's Arlen's shoe size, all right? Maybe even these shoes are painful shackles. Yeah, we need to find Peppy.
So Peppy can locate March just by looking at a photo of her. Is he really using scent to track?
What a cute doggy! Oh, you're here too. Hey, he's a new face and you're not. Huh, this little guy looks familiar. Are you Arlen's Peppy? Aw, I'm sorry. Your master isn't here. He's gone off to investigate. He kept harping on about Don Hung being a true warrior or something. Oh, he did say that completing an assignment with me would help him complete the final trial. It felt like he learned a lot from me. Then again, everyone has a lot to learn from me. We were investigating suspicious crystals together, but he said it was all pointless if he couldn't transform himself. I could tell he was giving himself a lot of pressure, so I gave him a suggestion. I told him actions speak louder than words when you want to prove yourself. I was just thinking out loud, really. I had no idea what kind of trial he was doing. But when he heard that, he said Mr. Don Hung was right. And then he just left. I took a photo of him. He was doing one of those tough guy walks. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have left him alone. Take me with you if you're going after him.
I read that a Stellaron's internal fluctuations will cause a fragmentum to appear.
Hey, relax.
I hope Arlen is safe.
Lady Asta, you... Why are you all here? I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like some kind of new entity. It must have mutated after being corroded.
In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Move carefully. The time is now.
I'm asking the question. Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
Time for nap time.
SAS knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood. Fail. Count. Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next.
Savor the vigor of it.
I hope you're prepared.
Fail. Count.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Never stop thinking.
The truth of life and death, revealed this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Naughty children, don't listen.
Not bad.
Just
5
in
points.
time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You have my gratitude. It'll heal. In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
The time is now.
Do you have amp? Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
You're in bad shape.
Fail. Count.
You will know justice.
0 points. Next. Never stop thinking. Fail. Count.
It'll heal.
for the vigor of it.
I hope you're prepared.
Are you okay, my lady?
Arlen,
Lady Asta? Why are you crying? Are you hurt?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It's all my fault. I've been putting too much on your plate, and that's why you looked up ways to manage the pressure. I honestly didn't realize that these things would bring you so much stress. I just want to say I'm sorry.
My lady, You didn't give me any pressure.
Arlen, you don't need to hide this from me any longer. He and I know all about the trials you're putting yourself through. If you can't forgive me right now, then I'll reflect further and find a way to prove that I'm willing to change.
But, my lady...
Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is... Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is... Master Capote's Life Wiki version 12.0. This transcript records what you asked Capote to help you with. Here, we can see a bossy manager and you being asked to do things outside of your job description. Clearly, Professor Capote is unlikely to master my speech or mannerisms anytime soon. Oh, but the content is the key here. I am the source of your pressure!
My lady, I did speak to Professor Capote, and I did ask him some things. But they had nothing to do with you. I've never experienced any pressure with you.
Oh, Arlen, won't you accept my apology? I'll just have to show you more evidence. We know the essence of your trial of the heart, and we also know that you asked Dunhung to help you complete the trial of the mirror. I'm so sorry, Arlen. Until I spoke with Dunhung, I never realized how much pressure was on your shoulders.
Miss, I really don't.
Hold it. I have evidence. Your ID pass. This isn't just any old station pass, is it, huh? There's a very important photo on it. A photo of Peppy!
Lady Asta, I like Peppy a lot, so
No, Arlen. You don't need to find excuses for your actions. Maybe you've actually convinced yourself. The combination of your simulated conversations with Capote and the entry in your work log about playing Holodisc with Peppy, it points to one thing. Me getting you to look after Peppy is the greatest source of your stress. You even printed out a photo of Peppy to constantly remind yourself to look after him. I know exactly what message you're trying to drill into yourself by sticking this photo onto your pass. Arlen, taking Peppy out to play is an assignment from lead researcher Asta. You better throw that hollow disc like it's a full-on discus. If you spare any effort, Lady Asta will find out and punish you terribly for all eternity.
My lady, don't you think that's a long thought to think? Lady Asta, please! I didn't do any of these trials because of you. I always try to complete every assignment you give me, regardless of whether it's within my job description. I really like taking Peppy out to play.
Asta, I don't think Arlan is upset with you.
But Arlen doesn't have any other bosses. Who else would it be? March, he asked to accompany you so he could learn how to manage his stress, right?
What? Arlan wanted to go on assignments just to experience stress? Phew. Good thing I let him go alone. My calming influence would have ruined his training. Guess I made the right decision after all. What did he say? That I'm good at solving people's problems?
Oh, Arlen, all I want you to understand is how sincerely I'm reflecting on my actions. Please, accept my apology.
But, my lady...
Stop! Arlen, I understood the level of stress you're dealing with as soon as I saw this photo.
Didn't I take that photo?
I'm always giving you tasks and assignments, but I never actually see how you take to the battlefield. When I saw this photo, when I saw you fighting alone just now, I'm just sorry that I gave you the stress of all my private affairs on top of an already stressful job. Please, forgive me, Arlen.
My lady, I'm very touched, but I started this trial because of Madame Herta.
What?
Whenever she's back on the space station, Madame Herta assigns me things outside the security department remit. Even if I dared to refuse, I wouldn't know how. She's just too overbearing. Whether it's helping her test some new specimen or looking for ancient documents I've never even heard of. Assignments like those were okay before the invasion. But now, I need to focus on clearing out any last traces of the Legion.
Aha! So you're trying to learn how to reject Herta and then put it into practice.
Yes. I found an anonymous handwritten journal while I was cleaning up. It mentioned 36 different strategies for relieving pressure. That's where I read about the trials. Yes. There were detailed notes, so I wanted to give them a try. I'm sorry, my lady. I didn't want to bother anyone, so I didn't mention it.
So, you don't feel pressured around me?
I've never felt pressured around you, my lady.
All right. It's all a misunderstanding. You two should reflect on your actions. Right? Yep, I always say what I'm thinking. You keep saying that. What did Don Hung even say?
Thank you for helping Lady Asta. And for coming to find me.
You're welcome. Although if you really want to thank me, Let me play Hollow Disc with Peppy, please.
This place could do with some iris scanners. Wouldn't want unregistered visitors sneaking aboard. I remember Lady Asta commissioned some security equipment a while back. Maybe she still has some spares. Ah, that's right. Since the Legion's invasion, Lady Asta's been procuring defense products customized to the station's needs. I think she's already got platinum membership cards with some of the suppliers. When the unthinkable happens, it usually comes down to the combat effectiveness of the defenders to gain the upper hand. But it's always helpful to have the right equipment by your side. In addition to visitor recognition systems, I've made a few notes on third-party signal monitoring and emergency response devices. Of course, it'd be great if you never had to use any of it, but I hope my analysis is of help to the conductor. Those guys aren't serious when they refer to me like that, you know? Anyway, please don't start using it yourself too. Anyway, thanks for inviting me to see the train. I've seen the express when it was docked at the platform, but this is my first time on board. I'm not as knowledgeable as Lady Asta. The only way I can contribute is to help the station improve its defenses, don't you think? Huh? You're right. I need to learn to unwind. I've been so focused on the station's defenses recently. It's easy to forget that work-life balance is the best way to stay on top. Thanks for your advice. It's nice to have a break every now and then. Sightseeing on the express. You're right. Thanks for your advice.